Additionally, the other thing, I've worked with so many 16 and 17-year-olds that are knocking on the door of being 18, and they don't have goals for themselves. And they're not working towards anything. And when you're not working towards a goal, like if you guys are interested in going to college or interested in getting a job, things like that, those things are to me what I call protective factors, right? Like if you're so passionate about whatever goal that you guys make for yourself, those things will protect you from from veering off path, right? Because if you're so passionate about those things and you have somebody that's trying to drag you down and things like that, those goals will be in the back of your mind, and you'll not want to get involved with that stuff because you care so much about the other thing that you're trying to achieve. So those are the two things for me. A dear friend of mine wanted me to share, though, regarding social media. This is her quote. I know that social media can be a wild west, right? A wild place. But she wanted me to share with you all that when you're on social media, and I know you guys seen it, I've seen so many people come to my office because and show me videos from their schools, because there's like fight pages and stuff like that. Don't follow that stuff. Her advice to you all would be to focus when you're on social media and things like that. One, don't make that the bulk of your day, but follow people that make you happy. Follow things that bring you joy. Follow things that pique your interest in your hobbies and encourage you to continue those hobbies. That is what your social media should look like, and not focus on things that, quote, make us feel worse as women. Okay, so keep that in the back of your minds. But my coworker, she wanted me to share that she said her advice to teens would be to learn how to control your emotions and to not let your emotions dictate your future. Making a crucial decision based off emotions could change your life in a split second. So many adults and teens are behind bars because they could not control their emotions in the moment. They make a quick decision based off emotions instead of using mindfulness and emotional regulation skills to stop, think, and then react. She said, learn to identify and understand your triggers so that you'll recognize the specific situations, events, or thoughts that can make you upset. And in doing so, this is key to managing your emotional responses and taking proactive steps to avoid them, prepare for them, and develop coping skills to manage your reactions. She said, the only person that is responsible for your happiness is you. You make your own sunshine. And that's her advice. And I'll say just your ability. Sorry, I think that's where I'll end. I want to end on her thing. So you guys make your own sunshine, control your... I'm just going to end right there. End with her words. Thank you.
So our very first panelist is Miss Morelli Aurelius. She is a senior at Graham High School and working towards receiving an associate's degree from Alamance Community College. And when she graduates, she plans to be a pediatrician in the future. So you can go ahead and take a seat. Thank you. Our very next panelist is our very own Miss Nyla Barkley. She is 14 and an 8th grader at Southern Middle School. She is self-described as very cool, kind, and she likes to draw. Our very next panelist is Mr. Drake Bowes. Drake is 19 years old. He is self-described as a gamer. He enjoys reading and anime, and he's currently focused on going to college to become a therapist. Our next panelist, can you guys hear me still? Our next panelist is LaDamian. LaDamian goes to Graham High School as well. He's 17 years old. Well, he will be 18 on the 25th, so he'll be on the 17 and a half. He's self-described as liking to make money and extend his sense of fashion. When he grows up, he plans on becoming a screenwriter and an author, and hopefully making one of the best-selling MAGAs of all time. Our very next panelist is Miss Hannah Grace Bacon. She's also a current member of the Queens and Pearls. She is a 14-year-old who goes to Clover Garden. When she grows up, she'd love to be a firefighter, and a farmer. Her favorite hobby is dancing, and she's been dancing for between 4 to 5 years. Thanks, Hannah. Our next panelist and very last panelist is Mr. Gavin Bigelow. He is 15 years old and goes to Williams High School. He is self-described as a person who is passionate about creativity and self-expression, and he excels in creating remarkable art that reflects his unique perspective of the world.
Okay, good morning, guys. I am also a Graham local. I enjoy volunteering with Queens and Pearls. When I'm not volunteering, I'm either at the hospital, I'm a nurse manager at UNC, or playing with my golden doodle. So he's 1.5 and keeps me very busy. I have the pleasure of being the team moderator today. So I'm just gonna give you guys the rules of this segment. I want to, of course, welcome you all of our young queens and kings. Thank you for taking this Saturday to spend some time with us. We're delighted to have each of you join us today. Your honest feedback is invaluable. It helps us gain a deeper understanding of the challenges of our youth and enhances our ability to support you effectively. There are no right or wrong answers, my team panelists. I'm going to give you a question, and I just hope that we can have some open dialogue. Reflect on your personal experiences, and we're going to cultivate a supportive atmosphere today with the whole audience. We're going to take 30 minutes to go over several questions, and to ensure everybody has an opportunity to answer, I'm just asking that we take 90 seconds per question. All right. Let's start with future aspirations. LaDamian, if you don't mind, would you mind telling us what are your main goals for the next 5 years, and what steps are you taking to achieve them?
For the next 5 years, I plan on going to college to major in creative writing. After I finish my first 4 years, I will begin to build a team to start working on my first book, and then as I finish writing, I'm still writing it at this moment, but after I finish writing it, I plan to make sure I have a set drawer or artist to create the designs, the character designs, etc., to finally put it together and get it published. After that, I plan on I plan on helping. I would like to help create the script to like any kind of like superhero movie. That's what I have for the next 5 years.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing. Do any of our queens or audience have any questions for LaDamian? All right, let's go back row first. Daisy, I'm gonna hand this mic to you.
What's your book about, the one that you're currently writing right now?
It's about a boy who grew up on a planet who's it's based in a place where like everyone is gifted with a special power. Every power is gifted to somebody specific. Like nobody shares the exact same power. But the main character, this boy, he doesn't have this power at this age, so he's been I want to say abused in a way. But going on, he learns that as he gets stronger and stronger, he wants to create the right freedom for every single person in the universe.
wonderful. I know a lot of our queens have a passion for anime, so that's probably very interesting to them. All right, this next question is going to go to Mary Ellie. Do you think that positive affirmations or self-care practices help you with your mental health? How so?
I would say that they do, because like whatever you bring out to the world, it'll like come back to you. So like those positive affirmations and that self-care, like it helps you to feel better about yourself in a way. So yeah.
Wonderful. Does our audience or queens have any follow-up questions? All right, Akira.
So I know this has nothing to do, but what do you do in your free time?
I like to spend time with my friends and my family. They're all like, I don't really like spending a lot of time alone. But like, yeah, and I also like to sing and watch a lot of movies and TV shows.
Say about Morelli is a former queen of ours. She was with us 7th grade through 9th grade. She was a very, very kind, soft-spoken, caring, respectful young lady. And she blossomed out of that and became friends with other girls and came out of that little shell. She's always said she wanted to be a pediatrician. I believe that she will be that pediatrician.
It's great to hear from the two of you guys so far. This next question is going to go to Drake. I know you have aspirations to be a therapist, so I wanted to have you explain to the crowd, do you feel that schools can better support students' mental health, and what changes would you like to see in our educational system?
I do feel like schools could help more, and I feel like they need to have more counselors on staff and more frequently there, because I feel like a common problem is schools don't really have counselors or nurses frequently there, and they're off certain days. I feel like it'd be better to have someone on staff at all times.
Would anyone like to ask a question to Drake?
We have a question in top.
What specific area would you like to do with your degree once you graduate?
Either working with kids or either working with kids or just people with trauma and stuff like that.
Thank you. Hannah, if you'll pick up one of the mics in front of you, this next question's for you. What are some challenges that you face as a teenager today? How do you think society could better support you?
I face a lot of challenges in social, because I've been bullied multiple times, and I would like to like put that away in a way that so people can have courage in themselves and maybe the world will be better.
Thank you for sharing that. Hannah, you're so brave to share that. Thank you. Can you tell us something that you feel that you're doing to make a change, impact change with your peers?
Yeah, I mostly ignore it, and the people that do get bullied, I try to help them find their courage and try to help them in ways they can have courage for themselves.
Thank you. All right, Gavin, let's pass this one to you. This one is going to be about leadership. What are the most important leadership qualities you believe a leader should possess, and why?
think a leader should be understanding of who they're in charge of, and they should be able to communicate with the people they're working with, because it's important that they don't only see you as a leader, but as like a friend, as a person they can talk to, as someone that understands them. So when you ask them to do something, they trust you because they know you, not because you're in charge of them or because you're higher up than them.
Great answer. Any other questions from the audience? Miss Beverly and Portia, coming to both of y'all.
This question is to Hannah. Do you feel supported in the schools?
Somewhat. There's a lot of great adults at this school. There's multiple people I can talk to. I still have trouble, but the adults are really great.
And just know that in the school system, we want to support all students. So always feel free to go talk to your social workers, your counselors, and nurses. If you can't talk to your teacher or your principal or administrator, we always go to the student support service for them to help, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, Miss Portia.
My question was for Gavin. Who is somebody that shows you a great example of a leader like you described?
Well, there's a lot of people I could say for that because I have a lot of leaders in my life and I'm very thankful for that. But I mean, one of the leaders I know the best is my mom over there. She's a great example of that and how she brings people together and gets things done, and how people look up to her and trust her, and when she gets things together, it always works out. And I really admire that in her ability to get people on board with things and get things organized, and how she's able to cultivate this deep trust with people even if she hasn't known them for super long.
Guys, you're hearing it from our teams. They're looking at us, and we're their positive examples. So great job, Ms. Shayla.
Miss Shayla, please stand up. And this is Mom, Miss Shayla. And I can tell you, she will get you to trust her. The perfect model of a leader. Thank you for everything that you do.
All right, Nyla, this one's for you. What does self-esteem mean to you, and why do you think self-esteem is important? What does self-esteem mean to you, and why is it important?
Self-esteem is important to me because not having self-esteem can really impact like what you do and how it affects people like around you. So if you don't have self-esteem, honestly, it doesn't really get you far in life if you don't have any. But there's many things you could do to get you much self-esteem by going to your friends and people that you trust. Yeah.
Queens, any questions for Nyla? Audience?
What is your advice to kids who have had other kids make their self-esteem disappear?
Well, I always go by what my mom says. Don't worry about what other people think. Screw them. That's all I could say.
Nyla, do you mind me asking you a follow-up question? Can you share a time that you felt particularly confident in yourself, and what contributed to that feeling?
I have been confident in myself, and one time I was in class and I was doing my work and kids wouldn't stop picking on me, saying that I was a quiet kid and stuff. And my friend comes up next to me and she's like, don't worry about them because you're quiet and you know how to behave. So that's how I kind of grew confidence over time, because I don't really care about what other people think that much anymore. And that's what you should pretty much do if you want to gain more self-esteem. Don't worry about what other people think. Just keep doing what you're doing and don't let others affect you.
That's a valuable lesson that it takes a lot of us a long time to learn. So thank you, Nala, for sharing. LaDamian, if you don't mind, we'll segue into this. What advice would you give to those who are struggling with comparing themselves to others?
Don't compare yourself to others. You are you. I have had trouble with people comparing to me, and I always tell them the same thing. You're not me. I am LaDamian. You are who you are. I want you to be you, and I want to be me. Being yourself is also you being your own leader. When you compare yourself to somebody, especially putting yourself over someone, it makes you seem like you want something that person you're comparing to. Don't do it.
So, LaDamian, I have a question. How did you build up to your self-esteem now?
I built it up back when I was, sixth grade. When I first moved to North Carolina, I got bullied for being too childish. I did. So as I grew up, I just learned that I don't care what anybody thinks. That's people still will tell me, why do you do this? Why do you do that? It's childish, etc., etc. I built myself up to be who I want to be. I don't listen to anybody else. I don't. That's also why I love my sense of fashion. It's only something that I know I can do, and I'm gonna like. I don't care what a soul thinks about it.
Come over to Miss Angie. She's got a follow-up question.
So it's not a follow-up question, it's more of advice or comment. When you say continue to do you, be yourself, do whatever, whoever you are is who you are. As long as you're not getting in trouble, as long as you're not being disruptive, as long as you're in a positive light, continue to be you. Nobody can take that away from you but yourself. Now, when we're sharing ourselves in a negative way, that becomes a problem. So yes, be you, as long as you're sharing yourself and being yourself in a positive light.
My question is for Drake. Drake, I heard you say that you aspire to be a therapist. What inspired that? And what will be your approach to solving some of the issues that you kind of called out about lack of staff and counselors in the schools? What would be your recommendation for solving that, and how you can encourage more counselors to join the schools? So kind of like a two-part question. So first, what inspired you to aspire to be a therapist?
Just my own experiences in school, and realized that I'm good. I feel like at talking to people and understanding them. So I feel like I could help people, and that's something I'd like to do. And people always need help. And as far as the issue with schools, I feel like when I was in school, there were always like one or two counselors, and I just feel like that's not enough. And maybe instead of having like one or two always on staff, have it rotate and have maybe two on Monday, two different ones on Tuesday, and have it rotate that way. So you're not overworking people, and you're still solving the issue.
Okay. I just want to open up to the audience now. You've heard a little bit about all of our youth panelists. You've learned more about them. Are there any specific questions, kind of like Ms. Shayla had? Coming over to you, Ms. Patrice.
what do y'all aspire to do, like, after high school? Like, after y'all get out of school, what do y'all want to do? Like, life throws a lot of things at y'all.
I can answer this question first. So after high school, I will be going to Elon University. I'll be majoring in biology for the pre-med track. And what I aspire to be is a pediatrician, so like a doctor for little kids. I've always known I wanted to do this because I like helping people. And so yeah, after high school, I'm going to Elon University and then hopefully going to medical school after that.
That's amazing.
After high school, I kind of want to go to Duke University, even though it's very expensive. I want to go to Duke University and major in psychology to be a therapist for little kids, because I love little kids. They're like so adorable. So after I go to college and do all that stuff, I just want to give myself some time and stuff, and then eventually start building up from there, get up to maybe being a child therapist or anything, and yeah.
My next step for me would be to go to ACC to start my journey with college, and then I don't know exactly where I want to go yet, but after that, my goal is to be a private practice therapist at some point in my life.
After high school, I plan on, I'm starting at ACC, but then I do plan on moving to a 4-year college after. I'll start as a junior at that 4 years, so it'll be 2 years, 2 and 2. But I plan on building my group once again and starting my manga. But I also did forget, on the sidelines, I do plan on creating a clothing brand just for my personal hobby.
My plans after high school is working my way into finding more ways how to be a firefighter, and I want to go to ACC and get associate's degree, because like there can be a lot of jobs that require associate's degree, so I want to get that. And I also want to start saving up money for a farm. It's really hard because I spend money like almost every day. And yeah, that's what I kind of want to do after high school.
I don't necessarily have any set goals. I think that, like you said, life, it just throws things at you, so I like to keep myself open, and I don't have a specific plan, but I want to make sure I'm in like a line of work that makes me happy, and I'm surrounded by the people I care about, and you never know what will happen. You never know what kind of work you'll fall into, what kind of job you'll get, what kind of opportunities you'll find. So I try not to worry about like what am I going to do in the future, but how am I going to set myself up for a good future.
Y'all, that's all amazing. You are all amazing. Those dreams and those aspirations, keep striving for them. Even though it's not something that the next person would think of doing, y'all do what y'all want to do. Y'all do what y'all know y'all want to do to get ahead in life. Because that's the only thing that's going to make y'all happy, and that's the only thing that's going to get y'all success.
We have such a bright panelist. Thank you guys.
Another question.
I'm gonna go to the audience. Oh yeah, you can go there.
It's okay. I see a lot of questions, so I'm gonna make this short. First off, I am over here like about to cry. I'm ecstatic. These not even my babies, but these my babies. Parents, give yourselves a round of a hand for real. Like for real. We should be excited about this. I am like ready to bust out of my shoes. I'm so excited to hear what you guys are talking about, what you're bringing up, what you're discussing, what your goals are, what your paths are. I'm just in awe. Like, I am literally in awe right now. And I just really want to give you guys a round of a hand, but I have a question. You guys talked about goals. You talked about personal issues, things you want to do, career paths after high school, college. But I wanted to ask you guys a question, and this is for any of the teens that are here. How do you deal with relationships?
Is it okay if I ask what type of relationship?
Perfect question. Perfect question. So let's talk about the relationship, because I heard the relationship some of you guys have with your parents, but let's talk about those intimate relationships. Who got little girlfriends or boyfriends up on this stage? How do you deal with that?
Like, are you talking about like within your goal as well? You have to have someone that isn't, I'm not saying that's just gonna be there with you, but that you gotta have somebody that's genuinely gonna support you and is on complete board with you on the goals you want. My girlfriend is completely, she loves the fact that I like anime. She loves the fact that I want to write books. She loves the fact that I'm gonna start a movie, and I love it. And the reason we mix so well career-wise is because she also wants to become a dental hygienist. But on the sideline, she also wants to create like makeup, etc. And so I love that. Like, I can't take that away. I'm on the full board. I'm trying to make sure she gets there as well, the way she is with me.
So my advice for relationships. I have a friend who is lovesick for any dude that comes her way. Never, ever, ever get back with your ex. They are your ex for a reason, okay? You left them and they left you for a reason. Do not go back to them, because you know it's going to end the same way. It's like reading the book twice.
Anybody else want to share? When do you guys think, and this will be my last question, parents, I'm sorry. When do you guys think, we hear someone already up here is dating, when do you guys think is a good time to be dating?
Guess I'll take this question.
I think a good time that you should start dating. Well, I'm not in a relationship, but I think a good time to start dating is when you think you love yourself enough to even get with somebody. If you don't love yourself, you will not love anyone else. You're going to put yourself lower than you are, and you should not ever do that to yourself. You are much more than you think you are.
On the question of when
do you think it's a good time to start dating?
I'd say it depends on the individual person, and like Nyla said, turn it around. I'm sorry about that. I think it depends on the individual person, and when you yourself think you're ready for that kind of thing. And yeah, I pretty much agree with Nyla. And when you are in a place where you love yourself unconditionally, that's the time when you should probably, if you want to date someone, that's the time you should ideally start dating someone. Because if you don't care about yourself unconditionally, then you can't expect someone else to. And if something were to happen, then they're the only person that's keeping you afloat. And ultimately, you need to take care of yourself above all things before you put yourself in a situation where you're taking care of yourself and someone else. That's just top priority is yourself.
I just have a comment, and this is for Hannah. I'm right here. I would stand, but I don't want to stand right now. But I am excited and happy that you want to have a farm. I was raised on a farm. There's always something to do, and it's very therapeutic, okay? So with some of the things that you were talking about, and it could possibly help someone else as well, okay? So you go for that farm, girl.
I would like to have a separate question for each and every one. Okay, so Hannah, when you said that you help people find their courage, how do you help people find their courage?
I help them by, like, if I see someone upset or if they're getting bullied or picked on, I try to go over to them and, like, help them calm down. I tell them some good things about themselves and that you shouldn't care what people think about you or the way you look, because you are you and that's all that matters. And deep down, I hope you find that courage inside you.
Drake, this next question is for you. So, how did you develop how you noticed that you wanted to be like a therapist for everyone?
Throughout school, I just kind of noticed people would come to me for some reason to talk to me about issues they were having. And I was always told that naturally people felt comfortable talking about their personal issues. And I kind of realized that since I can just be naturally good at it, maybe I should turn that to a profession.
So I had a question. How did you realize that you wanted to go to Elon?
So throughout this last year, I've been searching through the colleges that I wanted to go to, and honestly, Duke was my #1 choice because I've always gone to Duke. Like, it's Duke, you know. But unfortunately, I wasn't accepted this time. But it's not the end yet. I might get into medical school. That's the goal. That's the next goal. But I want to go to Elon because it's a private university, so it's not like a big school. And as someone who has trouble speaking up in class or asking help from my teachers, Elon has a low student to teacher ratio, and so I feel like I would be more open into being able to create those connections with my teachers. Like, Elon is well known for that, and it also has a good pre-med program. So there was just a bunch of factors that made me want to go to Elon. And also there was a scholarship that I applied to that's full ride, and I did get it thanks to the scholarship. So my recommendation letter, and so yeah, that's why I chose Elon.
Last question is for Damien. So Damien, you said that you were making mangas. So where would you buy them at? Would you buy them at a library, online,
Hopefully it goes everywhere. Hopefully.
Thank you.
Hannah, you said that you were interested in being a firefighter. I did not know that. I am going to connect you with the Graham Fire Department because you can be a volunteer firefighter and start learning if this is really what you want to do. And if it is something that you want to do and you enjoy it, you're getting the experience along the way.
I would love that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Morelli, thank you for sharing that you got that scholarship. I am so happy for you. Oh my God, that is awesome. That is awesome. I also want to just tell every one of you up there, you guys have done an amazing job. You should be very proud of yourselves. Parents, you definitely should be proud of them. They're ready. They're doing great things. Continue to do great things. Continue to encourage other young people, because when they see you speaking, being engaged in community activities, being confident, it takes confidence to be up there.
Yes.
That makes them think, well, if they could do it, I could do it too. You're the example. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue to strive for excellence. And I wish everyone just the best of what the future can hold for each and every one of you.